Hello everybody and welcome back to Persona 3 Reload. Let's see how, Junpei's doing with his, ex. I don't know, like... He clearly feels like they're in a relationship, but I don't feel like that's the case yet. I mean, maybe they'll change their minds, but I don't know. Warning. It doesn't seem like that Chidori girl is gonna talk, does it? Despite everything she did, Junpei is really worried about her. I just don't get why. That's Junpei for you. I mean, I don't know either. I mean, both of these are very the same. Just like,
yeah.
It is what it is, I guess, but I'm still a little worried. I feel like he's insane. I just find it funny because it was a very brief moment that they hung out. Like, we're talking, like, I think they hung out for 3 days. Not even 3 full days, just 3 days. Can I hang out with Mitsuru? Maybe.
Oh.
Are you leaving now? Sorry, I'm busy at the moment. I'd love to talk to you, but I've got a lot on my mind right now. Mitsuru seems very busy with her student council work. I think I need to be closer with Mitsuru before we can hang out. I physically can't do that. They lied. I was a genius, and it still wasn't enough. I could hang out with Fuka. Who else do we... I don't think there's anyone else. Sure. You busy? If you happen to be a little hungry, I have time. Oh good, in that case, would you do me a favor? I was hoping you could taste the lunch I made. To be honest, I don't have very much confidence in my cooking, but today I think it turned out okay. Got a bad feeling about this, but I have enough courage to try it. So will you taste it? All right. Okay, oh, thank you. Okay, please come with me. It's like to the nurse's office in case I die.
I know you probably aren't very hungry at this hour, but, I'd be happy if you'd maybe give it a taste, if that's okay.
I mean, it looks good from here. The bento box looks like a chaotic mess of ingredients. It does look like orange slices on rice, and I don't think I've ever heard of that. It seems I have no choice but to eat it.
I used vinegar as a base for relieving fatigue, and then added a bunch of citrus.
Oh!
You know, just some simple, light flavors.
Yeah, simple, light flavors. Citrus and vinegar. That's a very impactful flavor.
I want your honest opinion, okay? How was it?
Not bad for a beginner.
Really? Please, let me know if there's anything I can improve on. Actually, you don't look so well.
I don't
later.
think I'm gonna make it. Oh.
Oh no, what do I do? I'll go get some water.
You
Wait
have
right
actually
here.
been poisoned. I just put all these random chemicals that I found under my sink into the
Sorry I
food.
made you taste test my cooking. I just figured that I could count on you for an honest opinion.
Shouldn't you eat it
No.
first?
Thank you for your time today.
What's with all these bad chefs that, like, don't test out their own food? That's like cooking
I'm
101.
going to keep at it. I should focus on making it edible first, though.
Yes. I feel like I've gotten a little closer to Fuka. Social link! Yeah, I figured I'd at least unlock the social link, you know? The Priestess Arcana. Especially if, you know, we make an Arcana that's, or a Persona that's of that.
I'll see you back at the dorm.
Could be useful. She won't see me back at the dorm because I'll be dead. I decided to go back to the dorm too. I just kind of followed like 30 feet behind her. We didn't walk together.
Oh, welcome back.
Kirijo-senpai and the others are at the hospital and won't be back until later today. From what I hear, that girl Chidori won't say anything. Maybe we should hold off on going to Tartarus until things are under control. It would be nice to kind of get ahead of Tartarus, but clearly that is not the case. For obvious reasons.
Hey.
Hey, can anybody use the rooftop planters? Of course. I see. Looks like they changed some stuff. Can't believe they gave us something like that. Gardening, huh? I didn't take him one for gardening. Yeah. Why should I do it with you? I guess that's fine. But if you want to do it with me, I'm gonna make sure you do it properly. Don't think you're done once you've planted the seeds. If you get impatient, then don't bother. Tending to the rooftop planters might help improve the quality of the produce.
Let me take a
I'm
jab.
gonna head up. What about you? Sure. I think I still have the stuff. Come to think of it, I don't think I've planted anything on the rooftop yet. Looks like looks like it can be harvested on 9/17. Sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's go then.
I think that about does it. You think you can see this through to the end?
I did not take you for a gardener. I got this. Maybe.
Good answer. Let's just hope you can maintain that enthusiasm.
Oh, it's almost like you don't want to do it.
Something, you gotta see it through to the end. I only dabbled in this back when I was a kid, but it'll probably turn out fine.
So, wait. This is the same guy that backed out of doing the whole seas thing. And he's like, yo, you gotta be
When I
determined.
was still at the orphanage, I learned a bunch of stuff with Aki. I'm talking too much. Let's get back to work.
You literally just said like 3 sentences. That's not a lot. I tended to the plants with Aragaki.
That should do it. This kind of work is usually easier with more people.
They grew
Come
fast.
help out again when you've got the time.
Thanks to the care we put in, it looks like the plants will grow nicely.
Let's head back now.
Unless I don't water them.
And wash your hands after handling all that soil.
What are you? My mom? Apparently I'm getting sucked into the dark hour anyway. I didn't think we were doing this, but
It looks like Chidori still ain't back yet.
she's
I
been
get it's her own
kidnapped.
fault for running off on her own, but she's still one of us, you know? We gotta help her somehow.
Don't be impatient, Jin. If she hasn't yet freed herself, that must mean her evoker was taken. Our first objective must be to retrieve it. It would mean nothing to free Chidori without it. For us, our persona is as precious as our very lives. We should wait for an opportunity. They've found their own navigator, their own set of eyes. Without Chidori, we'd only be playing into their hands.
Yeah, you're right, Takaya. Sorry I lost my cool there for a second. But what are we gonna do? They took down that shadow during the last full moon like it was nothing. If they got someone who can predict our moves, it'll be hard to catch them off guard.
Yes, that's true.
So they're gonna do what we
By the
did to
way,
them.
What is that thing? It looks like some kind of clunky evoker.
This is one of the first evokers ever developed. I suppose you could call it a prototype.
That was what came off of the creature at the bridge?
Oh, that's right. You've never seen this before, have you, Jin? This was truly a terrible piece of work. In exchange for drawing out the full extent of a persona's latent power, the cost is that they become exceedingly difficult to control.
So is that what all the shadows are? Are people who just couldn't control their persona? That's a lot of people with personas.
Especially for those who had their power forced upon them, like ourselves. To a persona that has lost control, the user is but a shackle. In those days, it was more commonplace to be killed by our own personas than by the shadows. This was the result of one such killing. I am a shadow, the true self. Regardless, I'm not one to dwell on the past.
So, that's why you don't use an evoker?
Hardly. The real reason is far more practical. I don't use one because I have no need. I don't require something as inelegant as a tool to prove my resolve.
You really are something special, Takaya.
He's more powerful than I am. I mean, I would hope
Yet,
not, but
there is always someone out there who is even greater. Such as one who can wield multiple personas.
turns out I'm the cool one. I mean, you would think not needing an evoker would be pretty powerful. Like, you couldn't be disarmed or anything. You know, we couldn't pull a Chidori on him, you know?
Am I feeling attachment for someone? Impossible.
He's having a moment.
Gaia?
Such a thought is beneath me.
And that's why he's gonna murder me first. I mean, I would assume. I can hear people talking.
Hey there!
Hey, have you tried that famous beef bowl at Umeushi? It's only available for a limited time.
Huh?
I haven't. Is it new?
Yep.
Yep, but only during fall. Everyone who's anyone has been raving about it. Lots of shops have been putting out new products lately, like at Manga Star. Wait, you really haven't heard about any of this? You've kind of been out of the loop, huh? Sounds like various shops have new products for sale. I should take a look sometime soon. The first bell has rung. Does that mean I can buy better products?
What do you think, Yamagishi? Do you sense anything?
No.
What do you mean? They're right there. You can sense them in front of you.
By refusing to speak, you're only hurting yourself. We aren't trying to keep you hostage. We just want to avoid unnecessary confrontation.
How's Chidori? You're back again. Why are you so hung up on her, Junpei?
Yeah, weirdo.
Did she say anything?
Not a word.
Let me talk to her.
Iori, you're getting really emotionally invested in this. Is everything all right?
Well, I know she attacked me. But, I don't know, I just can't get her out of my head. Please, let me do this.
It's the first time he took off his hat.
Jeez.
I thought that thing was glued on.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, I suppose. All right, see if you can get through to her.
Got it.
I mean, we're all in the same room here.
You okay? I'm glad they let you keep your sketchbook. Wow, you're still drawing pictures? Even in the hospital? You really do like to draw, huh?
It doesn't matter. She spoke to him.
My God.
Only I can understand my drawings.
Wait, Chidori, your arm, it's bleeding.
Not again. Yamagishi, get the doctor.
Somebody get the super glue
Right.
and some duct tape.
What happened? Why are you bleeding?
She does it to herself. I thought I took all the sharp objects in here.
She
did
just
this
keeps
to
gnawing on her
herself?
hand. She's pulling an Attack
Apparently
on
we can't
Titan.
leave her unattended for even a moment. But at the very least, she seems to heal at an astonishing rate.
Let go of me!
Then, that cut on your hand back at the station, you did that to yourself?
I never asked for you to worry about me. You are the one who jumped to conclusions.
Yeah, it's your fault.
I want you to stop. You can't be doing that. I'm not just saying this because I'm worried about you. I don't want to see you hurting yourself. All right?
The doctor will be here soon. You should head back.
Right.
I mean, if she has a pen,
So,
it's probably how, you
you
know.
seem to have found your voice.
But only for a brief moment. Class is ended for today. Who to hang out with? Koro-chan, he really likes to lie down at the dorm's front door, huh? But it doesn't seem like he's just being lazy around. If you see him out there, could you check on him? I have to keep hanging out with the dog, but I gotta hang out with the social links too. There's a lot. Speaking of which, What do we have left? I mean, I know the treasury is probably the best one. Which I think I blast padded. Yeah. Rank 8, I feel like we would be best to finish and to rush. Are you gonna, would you like some company? I don't think our bond will grow. No! Oh well. Again, I feel like it's best to kind of focus rather than bounce around. Really do enjoy talking with you. I can feel my bond grow. It will grow soon. And then I'll never have to talk to her again. It's about time to leave school. I decided to go back to the dorm. Yeah, like the evening is where I have too much time in the day.
Welcome back.
How was your day? So you're probably already seen the message I sent, but I have a favor to ask you. It's about Amada-kun. This is just a hunch, but I think he's been feeling kind of down lately. Could you check in on him when you have the time? He should be in his room. What the heck? Also, I just now got your message. I don't think I saw it until now. I forget where... it's this room. Puka asked me to check on Amada. This could be a great opportunity to get to know him better. Should I spend the evening with Amada? It seems I have to at the moment. Yes?
Oh, Senpai. Can I help you?
Yeah, I've been told by others that I have to hang out with you. I'd like to talk.
With me? Okay, but why
This
so
is
suddenly?
this is an interview.
You aren't worried about me, are you?
Nope.
If so, thank you, but I'm totally fine.
That's a relief. You can always talk to me. That's the right thing.
I'll do that. You're really caring, Senpai. Thanks for going out of your way to check on me. I'll do my best not to worry you. Well then, good night. Come to think of it, I haven't had dinner yet.
I'm glad that
I
was
should
his
probably
stomach.
Eat something. Senpai, you wouldn't happen to be hungry, would you?
As long as it's not Fuka's cooking.
Welcome. Take any open seat.
He's not here. Oh, it's nothing.
Are we looking for a specific person?
Sorry for asking you to go out all of a sudden. I just wanted someone to come with me. It's a little intimidating going to get food by myself.
In the dead of night.
People tend to stare when they see an elementary school kid like me out on his own.
As they should. That
Your
seems like a
order.
weird thing. Let's see. 2 specials. Why not?
2 specials coming right up.
I don't know what's
Seems
special
like that's
about
the thing
it.
to get, huh? Thanks for ordering. So, I saw some people from our dorm stop by here a while back. Like Sonata-san and that guy who recently joined. Aragaki-san. Do you come here with them too? What kinds of things do you talk about? Oh,
I have
sorry
never
for asking
been-
something so weird.
I have never been here ever with any of them.
I just thought I should know a bit more about everyone, since we'll be fighting together from now on. But it's good either way, because I've always wanted to have a proper chat with you.
I mean, you could just talk to them
Everyone
yourself.
in the dorm is amazing, but you're on a completely different level. I can't believe how many personas you're able to use.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Here you are.
Ikutsuki-san and Mitsuru-san said that each person normally has only one persona, and that it doesn't change.
You can't tell this in front of the chef.
That means what I saw back then was really... it's nothing.
Spill the
Sorry.
beans.
Shall we eat? Oh, I finished all the soup too. I'm stuffed.
Phoenix Ranger Featherman R, The Melancholy of Swallow, will air this winter as a TV special.
That is a mouthful of a title. The Phoenix Ranger Featherman R, The Melancholy of Swallow.
Huh? Wow! A spin-off with Swallow as the main character! I gotta make sure I record that!
Do you like that series? That sounds interesting. Yeah, I feel like, you know, connect.
Yeah, it is! This is big news.
Even though I have no idea what the
Swallow
heck.
doesn't usually make much of an impression, but there's a theory that he's actually stronger than Hawk. I heard that from a friend.
He's like
TV shows like that seem to be popular in my class.
he is oddly trying to be very mature.
I only watch them so I have something to talk about. Anyway, it's been a while
He's an
since I've enjoyed
elementary
a
school
meal like
student
this.
and he's trying to act like he's in high school or something.
I guess it's because I'm eating with you. You're really easy to talk to, and the ramen was delicious. Maybe next time we can... it's nothing. It's getting late. We should start heading back.
Spill the beans, small child.
It was delicious. No. Unless food was not delicious. Don't let yourself think like that.
That is the weirdest statement that he's made so far.
Hey, Amada.
This food is disgusting.
You on your way home? Us too. We just finished eating dinner.
Oh, are you from the same class, Amada-kun?
Yes. It's nice to meet you.
Oh yeah, Amada. You gotta join next month's soccer tournament. We've all been waiting for you, you know? We can even practice together after school.
I'll have to pass. I'm not even sure if I could make it next month.
Aw, come on. We can't win without you. You're better than all of us.
You can't pressure someone like that. Can't you see you're bothering him? I'm sure Amada-kun has a lot going on. Isn't that right?
Oh, no,
He's like, actually, I have nothing going on.
I'm sorry.
It's incredibly
Please
boring.
Excuse us. You should hurry home too, Amada-kun. Come on, let's get going. Your grandma is waiting for us.
Bye, Mom.
So it's clearly something at home
Sorry,
that is bothering him. Do you not like playing soccer? Do you guys not get along? I feel like do you not like playing soccer is fair. It seems like they're decent friends.
No, it's not that. I just have enough to do. The second semester has already started, and we have to go to Tartarus at night. I know we'll be going through a lot from now on, so I decided to not make any promises. More importantly, sorry for keeping you out so late. Let's make our way back to the dorm.
I parted with Amada and returned to my room. I feel like my academics improved, which means nothing, because it's maxed out. Yeah, definitely a very strange scenario. He's putting too much pressure on himself. Assumedly because he's trying to find something. Yo, Kiggle, sorry I haven't been around lately, but I can't just leave her alone. Don't ask me why. I'm gonna ask you why. Don't stress yourself out. I'll be supportive. You've got this.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, man. Okay. Not as enthusiastic as I would have hoped. Class has ended for today.
Greetings.
Junpei-senpai has already left school. He went to the hospital. Lately, he seems to be emotionally distressed. She's still far from passing as a human. Doesn't look like she understands ordinary feelings in conversation yet. If she could, I might be able to form a bond with her. If she wasn't so much of a machine! Who can we hang out with? Freaking so many. Are you doing anything today? Want to walk home? He really likes to lay down. Okay, so they still want me to hang out with Koro. I have not hang out with this guy at all. I don't know if I want to keep hanging out with Yukari. Is there anyone else that we just haven't gotten like a text message from? Like the Shrine Girl. She's another one that we're fairly close. Will grow any stronger even if I spend more time with her. Might be better to spend time with her now and get it out of the way. We'll just rush through that. It's almost dark. I decided to go back to the dorm. I'm waiting for the day that they tell me that I have to go into Tartarus, but I'm hoping I don't have to. A lot of these things can be heavily postponed. Hey, by the way, how long have we been holding that Chidori girl? About 4 days? I see. Is there a problem? Let's see. What the heck is this? Oh, he wants to be brushed. Pet brush. I wonder if this means he wants me to brush him. Sure. Why not? I still haven't talked to him. Koromaru seems content. Maybe I should finish brushing him. It seems like Koromaru still wants me to keep brushing him. That is a weird behavior. I have never had a dog that's like, just don't stop brushing me. Where should I brush next? I think that's enough. Okay, just a little more then. I mean, yeah, eventually you would have to stop. Koromaru is patiently waiting for me to keep brushing. I wonder why he doesn't like Yukari brushing him. Is she like trying to give him like a noogie or something? Brought this balm of life. Is he thanking me for brushing him? It seems so. Koromaru is very happy. Maybe I'll brush his coat again when I have time. As the days fly by.
Attention, please.
Let's take a look at some English idioms. When someone has a big mouth, it means they're a loudmouth or a boastful person. There's also the phrase, spill the beans.
So that's why.
What exactly does this idiom mean? Junpei, why don't you answer? Me? Hey, Giggle, do you know what it means to spill the beans? Drop money, to break into a smile, to reveal a secret. Don't spill the beans.
Yes.
Yes, that's correct. There are many theories about why the word beans is used. One particular famous theory says that beans were used to vote in ancient Greece. At that time, they'd put white beans for yes and black beans for no into the ballot box. And if you spill the beans before voting, it'd reveal their color and your once secret vote. Oh, that reminds me. Last time, my darling...
Thanks, man.
Ooh, thanks, Giggle. McKigley-kun gave him the answer just now. He must really be smart. I wish I was like him. I can hear my classmates whispering. I've become slightly more popular. I can't even be any more popular. I'm more popular than Yukari. That's not true. I feel like she's supposed to be like the perfect one.
Don't call me that.
Come on, lighten up. Here, I brought you a new sketchbook. I thought your old one might be getting full.
I don't remember asking you to do that, Junpei.
You finally called me by my name. I wasn't sure if you'd ever say it again.
Oh no, it's 3 grumpy people.
She finally started talking, but she hasn't said anything useful so far.
Just
Well, it's a
dumb
start.
stuff.
More of a response than we got from her. So, why are you here?
She's dying.
Chidori, what's wrong?
She's choking herself out. Kinda.
What is that? There's something right there. An enemy?
Punch it.
Wrong. Move.
Chidori!
I really hope we ask what he just injected into her.
Relax. Her persona just went berserk. It happens.
It happens.
Doesn't happen to us.
Weren't you
I
guys
hope.
watching? You could see her persona strangling her for a second. They're not like us. They can't fully control their personas.
So that's why he wanted to know how many days.
That's why they need to take suppressants. To keep their personas from killing them.
Suppressants? Wait. Do you know something about Strega?
And that's probably where Strega's gonna find out that this guy joined.
Some things you only pick up stepping off the straight and narrow. I'll give the duck the meds I have. The rest is up to you.
Shinji, wait! Hey!
You have to inform us. This is a lot of useful information.
Junpei?
I'm freaking drugged out of my
I thought
gourd.
you were gonna die.
What do you mean? Why do you look so scared? Death is nothing to be afraid of.
What are you talking about?
Dying just means you won't wake up tomorrow. That's all.
Ah, the big
What the hell are you
snooze.
saying? You don't really mean that, do you?
Junpei?
Well, I mean, that is by definition what would happen. I mean, you know.
I don't want that. You hear me, Chidori? I don't want you to die.
Junpei.
It doesn't matter if you're not afraid. It's not the point. I don't want to have to live in a world without you.
I'll be afraid for both of us.
You're so weird, Junpei.
Look who's talking.
Hey, wait! Shinji!
You can't just inject someone and then walk away.
What the hell's going on? Why did you have those suppressants?
How do you know about the suppressants?
I've heard about what they do. They're taken to rein in a persona when the user can't control it. But the side effects...
They get the brain rot.
You're not taking them.
Or something. I don't know.
Answer me!
I don't have to tell you shit.
Why are you always like this?
Save it. I've heard it all before. You think I'm wasting my power. You can't stand the sight of someone so half-assed, right? I'm sick of your damn preaching.
Ow.
Shit.
You don't understand at all. You should already know.
I wanted
10
them to
years
start
ago,
fighting.
When the orphanage burned down, I couldn't save my sister. Back then, I wasn't strong enough to get past the adults holding me back to even try.
Well, being like 8 years old will do that, you know.
That's
I'm
why I
assuming.
try so
He's
hard.
like, well, he's probably like 6.
thought you felt the same
16.
way. We promised each other to become strong enough to do what we think is right. So why? Why'd you start taking those drugs without telling me?
I'm back in the fight now. I have no reason to suppress my persona anymore, so just let it go.
I mean, maybe he's in the same boat. You know, if you don't use your persona enough, maybe it wigs out. But we've been using it like every month.
Damn it.
He's had it for, I'm assuming, like 5 to 10 years. Well, probably not 10 years, but you know.
There's something I need to take care of. It's something only I can do.
What do you mean?
Listen, quit worrying about me. Just do what you think is right.
Shinji.
So now he's on a quest for something. Class has ended for today. Let's see. Requests. She has more requests. I can grow closer with her. Let's check out the requests first. Because I'm assuming it's something that I've either already completed.
I'm looking forward to it. Here are my requests.
No, it's just a new one. Bring me a fruit knife. Bring me an ote gine. Magician. Blah, 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 blah. So many requests. They will never get done. Ever.
Very well then.
If they get done naturally, that's one thing. But I will never go out of my way. I don't mean to alarm you, but I'm feeling on edge. It's not unusual for me, but it's gotten so bad lately that I'm having trouble eating. I mean, she is accused of, like, you know, larceny. You came. I'm sorry. I didn't want you to see me like this, but here we are. I was hoping we could walk home together. Is that okay? Sure.
Thank you.
I gotta finish this link. I want to get away from the school as quickly as possible. Shall we get going? Stop right there,
please.
criminal scum.
Fushimi-san of Class 1C.
McKigley-san of Class 2F.
The Student Council President would like to speak with you. Please report to the Student Council room immediately. I repeat.
Is it because we did crime?
The president wants to speak with
Is it
me.
because I did grand larceny with her?
Don't tell me she thinks I stole the money too.
Mitsuru's not like that. Yeah. I hope.
Mitsuru? Oh, I see. I didn't realize you two knew each other so...
I mean, we fight demons at night.
Shall we head to the student council room then?
Shadow demons. Immediately starts
Good.
scolding
You're
us.
both I apologize for the sudden announcement. The reason I called you here is...
It's because people are saying I stole money, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. I happened to overhear the rumors.
How shocking.
First, I'd like to hear from you directly on whether you actually did it or not.
Miss President, I
mean, yeah, like... I feel like she wants me to say... Chihiro is innocent.
Senpai, no, I can't keep doing this. I need to stand up for myself.
Well, then do that.
I,
Then she just admits it. I did steal.
I didn't do it.
Chihiro's lips are trembling.
Well, I thought as much.
You believe me?
Considering all the work you've been doing for the student council, I can't imagine you'd be the type to steal.
It would be very
I fully
odd.
expected it to be nothing but a baseless rumor. I just wanted to hear it directly from you.
Miss President, thank you so much.
That said, we can't expect everyone else to be as understanding. As you have seen, people are openly sullying your reputation because they don't know you as well as we do. I'll figure something out for the time being. That's my duty as the student council president.
I mean, yeah, if somebody else committed a crime, like, that's
Give me a
clearly
hand,
the next
will
thing. Alright. I will...
I'd like your opinion on how to proceed. You've spent more
An
time
investigation.
with Fushimi, so you understand her situation much better than I do. I wish I could handle this right away, but I have other business to take care of.
Is
You
it the
don't
same
have plans
business?
tonight, do you? Come to my room when you're available. And I'd prefer you try not to be seen by anyone.
Wait, does that mean you two will be meeting alone?
Alone? I'm not sure I understand the problem. If too many people get involved, it could draw unwanted attention.
She thinks it's gonna be
The two of us
weird.
can handle this, so you...
No, I can't allow that.
Fushimi.
All I have to do is clear my name, right? I can do something about it on my own. I'm going to demand an explanation from the teacher.
Wait, Fushimi!
That could get you in trouble. I guess.
I clearly remember what happened that day. You had a bandage on your chin because you cut yourself while shaving.
You got punched in the chin by your wife.
I also remember handing the fee money to you directly. Or are you really going to say that this is my mistake?
Fee, money?
Give me an explanation right now, or else.
I'll give you a new cut.
I'm so sorry. You're right. It's completely my fault.
Well, Senpai has been... Wait, what?
What?
Well, the truth is, I accidentally took the money home with me. I've been meaning to bring it back here, but then I completely forgot.
What? What?
What a psychopath. It's been
It's
like
just
a
The
month.
payment deadline was pushed back, so I didn't think it was that urgent. Then I kept forgetting to bring it in each day, but I figured I'd get around to it eventually. And, well, here we are now.
How could you?
I know, this is completely my responsibility. I'll make sure to explain everything. I'm sorry for the trouble.
So there's the truth. I'm almost more dumbfounded than angry.
It was also surprisingly easy to fix.
How do you even call yourself a teacher?
This is the second teacher that has been
I'm so sorry.
very, like, unprofessional.
It's okay, Miss President. Everyone makes mistakes. Well, that concludes my business here.
After chewing out a teacher,
Let's go, Senpai.
all because she didn't want me to be alone with Mitsuru.
Senpai,
Which is going to be really awkward because I'm trying to get along with Mitsuru.
Can you believe I went to the faculty office and said all that? I even surprised myself a bit. This whole thing is just...
Oh no. She's getting a rush of power, so you are guilty. What's gotten into you?
Come on, can you blame me?
She's going crazy.
Remember when I said, I can't allow that to the student council president? It's just, when I thought about you and Miss President being alone in a room together, I got really mad at even the thought of it.
I noticed. Chihiro has a refreshed smile on her face. I feel like our relationship has grown. Social link! Rank 9.
I've been like that ever since I was little. Or so my mom says.
Violent?
Normally, I'm quiet and timid, but when it comes to something I care about, I get really aggressive. It's because Senpai. There's something
Oh, no.
I want to say to you.
She's gonna punch me in the nose.
Actually,
When I inevitably
wanted to
shoot
say
her
it for a
down.
while, but I didn't think I had it in me. But I think I can do it now.
I better choose my words carefully here,
Senpai,
or she will kill me.
I love you.
That's great, pal. Just like the most. I like working with you, but in a realistic sense, I don't think she's a bad option. But I don't know. Like, I mean, she's better than Yukari, I suppose. Like, she clearly had some growing to do. But yeah, no, no. I like working with you, but
Oh, I see. Then do you think we could still be friends?
sure thing.
Thank goodness. I'm just glad that we're still closer than when we first met.
I just don't want you to rip
I still have to
off.
apologize to the student council president.
Like, yeah, I don't want you to like kill Mitsuru because
I think I owe her an explanation, so excuse me.
which must be really weird for Mitsuru. I parted ways with Chihiro, then headed back to the dorm alone. Alone. I must emphasize, alone. Ahoy hoy.
Hello, this is Elizabeth speaking. I'm calling in regard to a recent change.
This is
in
odd.
tardiness.
Usually she
It seems that a path that had been
tells me
blocked
about this
off
in the
is now
morning.
open. I thought it prudent to inform you. Well then, I wish you a safe journey.
Well, I'm not going yet, so meh. Elizabeth said that a previously blocked path is now open. I should check it out the next time I go to Tartarus.
Oh, it's you.
I would
Welcome back.
prefer to do the Tartarus runs in between sessions. That way, you know, just cuts back recording. Aori may be permitted to watch over that girl for the time being. Now's not the time to bombard her with questions. Besides, we still have 3 shadows to contend with. We should be able to accomplish that within the next few months, unless the situation changes. Don't let your guard down until the very end. Could I even go? Hang on. Is that even a... I guess so. Maybe it's just better. Maybe Junpei just isn't a thing. Aragaki's suppressant and Akihiko's expression. You guys getting along well? Limited time. We gotta check in on those rooftop planters. Tending to the rooftop planters might help improve the quality of the produce. Like you've got some free time. It looks like I do.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go then.
It's nice that we don't have as much crap to deal with up here. There aren't as many weeds or pests on the roof. And no moles or other critters that'll dig our plants up.
There'd be birds.
Still gotta watch out though. Some hungry asshole might try to help himself to the whole crop.
Yeah, I hate those guys. Like, I have half of a tomato in my mouth or something. They're getting executed. Sorry about that. Normally that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, normally. I mentioned I did a bit of gardening back at the orphanage, right? If someone sneaks a bite, it's no big deal. But this one time, some older kids stole our whole crop. Aki got so pissed when that happened. He went after them all by himself. Even though they were twice as tall as he was. And then again, that's probably not much different from how he is now. He hasn't changed at all. Compare that to these guys. Growing bigger every day.
I tended the plants with Aragaki.
This should be good for today.
Thanks to the care we put in, it looks like the plants will grow nicely.
You can head on back. I'll stay and finish up. You can thank me by helping out again sometime.
But then that just creates a cycle. A cycle of doing chores.
Morning.
Morning, Mikekli-kun. So, there's something bothering me lately. Why did Aragaki-senpai suddenly decide to come back? He's an indomitable force. I'm not sure. He has guilt. Well, he looks scary, but doesn't seem like the type who'd rejoin just because he likes to fight. Yeah, I didn't get that impression from him, that he's just looking to, you know, fight people. But, you know, I could be completely wrong. Maybe he just really likes to beat the crap out of people. You know, we can't judge a book by its cover. Hello, class. Bagay Laka Bakebe. I have no idea. Are you ready? Then let's begin. Today we'll discuss the magic of the Renaissance era. The Renaissance was a time when the arts and the sciences enjoyed a strong resurgence in Europe. Of course, this had a profound influence on magic. Although it may be more accurate to say that the two studies helped improve one another, as to why the Renaissance helped to further magic, practitioners had finally nailed down a way to escape the rule of the church. By studying the teachings of previously inaccessible sects, knowledge of magic flourished, possibly like never before. The Renaissance also brought about the revival of ancient Greek and Roman literature. Magical texts such as the Hermetica received all new translations and increased study. Philosophy, natural history, alchemy, astrology. This book is filled with a wide range of subjects. Some even consider it the Bible of magic. Just as science and astronomy have made strides in the modern day, so too has the art of magic. You can see this in the emergence of one of the great magicians of all history, one who put the knowledge of the Renaissance into application. John Dee was a professor who advised the Queen of England, but with the magical knowledge he uncovered, he was able to communicate with angels. Of course, there was also Hohenheim. Sounds like you're trying to, like, clear your throat. Hohenheim, a doctor who traveled across Europe. He became known as Paracelsus. Paracelsus. I don't know where I got the other name from. A renowned physician and alchemist. Granted, the magician's life wasn't an easy one back then. Both men dealt with great amounts of persecution in their lives. Are you still listening? Even your astral selves need to pay attention. Here's a test to see if you were paying attention. Get it wrong and your house will become permanently haunted. Bakai laka bakabe.
Okay, then.
Who to pick this time? I choose thee, McKigley. Which book helped further the art of magic during the Renaissance? The one that you mentioned. Right? I mean, I'm not crazy. I didn't hear any Enoch or Thoth.
Good.
Correct. Enjoy sleeping in your peaceful home tonight. During the Renaissance, magic had a surprisingly strong influence on the church-ruled society. Several magicians were even involved in the core part of the Renaissance, the religious revolution. I answered correctly. Everyone in the class is looking at me with respect. You know, it's like I know a thing or two. Yeah, I can read. So what? I pay mild attention to what happens on screen. Class is ended for today. Who can we... I got your number from Carijo. If you're free, come by the back alley again. He's gonna beat me up. He's gonna steal my lunch money. Gonna freaking beat me up, man. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could hang out. It would be interesting. He is a very mysterious character. Yeah, sure. Why not? Well, yeah. We can afford it. I'd like to think. As much as I do want to still kind of finish up social links, it would be interesting to learn more about the party.
Hey.
Let's go out, if you've got the time. Should I spend the evening with Aragaki? Sure. I see. Come with me, then.
2 specials.
2 specials coming
This
right
feels familiar. Yes? Let's stop grunting.
What's wrong? Not hungry?
What? You're the one going... why'd you bring me here? That's not it. I feel like... Yeah.
Alright then. Well, you're still growing. You can handle at least 1 bowl of ramen.
How old are you? I thought you were the same age as him.
I treat you. I can't go back on my word. It's bad for my conscience.
You have one of those? That makes sense. You're so faithful. I forgot about that. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm just keeping the promises I made. That's all.
Is that all you see it as? Is like repaying a debt?
Here you go. 2 specials.
Point is, you don't go back on your word. Especially when it comes to something you promised.
It sounds like... Okay, I really hope that this is addressed when we hang out with him, because he is the... As of right now, he is the most hypocritical sounding person. Yeah, you gotta stick to what you start, and you gotta keep to your promises. But it sounds like that's literally the thing that he didn't do. He, like, bailed first chance that something bad happened. This looks delicious.
Right. Don't want the noodles to get soggy.
Now, I understand that he went through some sort of tragedy. That I understand. Don't get me wrong. But still, like, you can't just be all like, yeah, you gotta stick with it. Not me, though. I'm suffering from trauma.
You really don't take any shit. Even from your elders. I respect straightforwardness. Less trouble that way. Let's finish up and get the hell out of here.
Welcome back. Were you together?
On a date? Mitsuru just starts bullying you.
Wait, Aragaki. Have you considered returning to school at all? It's been some time since second semester started. Regarding your attendance, it'd be best if you went back as soon as possible.
You didn't turn in the paperwork? Yeah. Finish what you started.
I got the paperwork, but I don't remember saying anything about turning it in.
Ah, he's got the
What's
loophole.
point anyhow? I got no business there.
Then why did you come back here?
To beat up shadows. I think that's obvious.
I apologize. It isn't my place to ask that. Everything is my fault. I shouldn't have gotten you or Akihiko involved.
Cut that out. I'm the one who chose to join you back then. However things turned out after that has nothing to do with you. I didn't know what I was capable of. That's all there is to it.
Then
I could
why
really
are you
use some
so
info.
determined not to return to school? You'll be throwing your future away if you don't go back.
You can't force him. Calm down. I feel like you can't force him is obvious.
Right. I apologize. I was out of line. I don't plan on forcing you into anything, like I did in the past. What's important is it's your own decision, Aragaki.
Looks like you have changed. Just a little bit. You always used to avoid relying on people. Not so much of a lone wolf anymore, huh?
The only choice we have is to keep moving forward. That goes for myself, Akihiko, and you. So please, Aragaki, just give it another chance.
Wear the goofy uniform. I see we're all here.
Serious discussion. Let me guess. Miss President is lecturing the delinquent on the importance of his education?
Akihiko!
Well, I'll be damned. For a protein-fueled, muscle-bound moron, you're pretty smart.
What was that?
See,
I'm gonna
Miss
beat you up.
President, this delinquent's gonna go to his room and think about his bad choices.
Wait, we're not finished yet! Akihiko, why are you like this?
Huh?
He's the one that made fun of me.
What just happened? Was it something I said?
Muscle bound. Bad timing.
Well, that's not my fault. It's nothing new. I'll just apologize later.
I feel like my charm improved after hearing Aragaki's perspective. But my intelligence dropped. Listening to Aragaki's perspective.
Welcome back.
Greetings. That would be cursed though if that was a thing that this game did. Is like made you lose stats. that would be atrocious. Let's hang out with Yukari. I got enthusiastic about cooking for myself for once, but I bought way too many ingredients. I'm gonna have a lot of leftovers on my hands. Looks like Yukari wants me to cook with her. Should I spend the evening with Yukari? Will you help me out? Sure, I'll help.
Thanks.
Awesome. Let's go make something tasty. Or not. We don't have
I picked
to.
up the ingredients to make chicken sauté today, but I might
I
have
don't know
bought
how
too
to make
much.
that.
I think my eyes are bigger than my stomach. I always end up having leftovers. What about you? Would you say you're a big eater?
I eat like a bird, I eat like a pig. Depends on the taste. I mean, yeah, I suppose it would depend. Like, if it's something... Like, there's just some foods that you can kind of eat a lot of, and it just feels like... It's like, whoa, I ate way too much of this. And then there's others that are just super filling.
Come on, you're worried before I even make it?
Yes.
I'm sure it helps if it tastes good, but don't set your expectations too high.
That's not the thing you want to hear from the person cooking for you. Now, don't get too
Let me just apologize
excited.
in advance. Well, either way, it'll be packed full of nutrients, so don't worry about that. They say your health is your most valuable asset, you know. I figured we should think about what we're putting into our bodies.
So all I bought were these like calcium and like random like vitamin packets. They're tasteless and just powder. I'm just gonna put that all over the food.
And if I could lose some weight while we're at it, I'd kill two birds with one stone. But let's put that aside for now. Anyway, why don't we start with veggies? Can you cut the tomatoes for me?
I immediately chop off a finger. I made chicken sauté with Yukari.
I chose breast meat because it was cheap and I heard it's good for a diet, but it's kind of dry. Okay, very dry. I can barely chew through it.
Sounds like you overcooked it.
And that was unexpected. I don't usually mess up this kind of thing.
Which feels like a very hard thing to mess up. like, it's pretty obvious when chicken is done. Yeah, and like, I mean, that is a big piece, but it's not super thick or anything,
Hey, you're
you know.
doubting me, aren't you?
Yes.
I'm serious.
You're trying to poison me again. Chicken sauté.
I'll make up for it next time. So let's cook together again when you get the chance. It'll be so delicious, you can't help saying yum.
And then I'm just dead. Again. This is twice I've been poisoned by you people. Ahoy hoy.
Good morning. This is Elizabeth.
Is somebody kidnapped?
I am calling to
Yep.
inform one
Okay.
this time.
Yep.
Time in particular, I believe this
Oh.
human is an acquaintance of yours. Goodbye now.
Okay, don't fill in the blanks. It seems that someone I know is lost in Tartarus. If I don't save them, the consequences could be irreversible. Oh man, I should have let all the other ones die then. Now I have to do this. Alright, our next chapter goes over the problems of the Kamakura shogunate. The Kamakura period's cool and all, but it doesn't beat the Sengoku era. Have we covered enough of this yet? I can skip to the Sengoku now, yeah? Yeah, let's do it. We're taking a deep dive into the era starting from the beginning. As I'm sure you all know, it's generally agreed upon that the major factor in the Sengoku era's formation was the Onin War in 1467. After that, the next big one was the coup of Meio in 1493. Let's look a bit closer at the Onin War first, though, in 1967, 1467. I'm feeling sleepy. Should I close my eyes for a few minutes? We'll stay awake.
Right.
Wow, it's already time. I can't believe that went by so fast. We've only made it to 1467, but there's still so much to cover. I guess there's no other choice. Next time, we'll jump ahead to 1468. I forced myself to stay awake and listen to the lecture. It was only slightly atrocious. And, yeah, I have to see who could die as my social link.
No one else is gonna be here today. But they said we still can't give you back your evoker.
For obvious reasons.
I wasn't expecting them to. That's why I'm in here in the first place.
Oh yeah, how's that cut doing? Ah, right. Probably healed already, huh? So, you're not drawing today?
Does it matter?
I suppose not.
Well, not really. Huh. Your flowers wilted. The heat must have got to them. Oh, I know. Why don't I go buy you some fresh ones? What's your favorite kind of... Hey, what's wrong? Huh?
She's magic.
Flowers?
I mean, I suppose that could just be her persona.
Those are cut flowers, right? Whoa. How'd you do that?
I gave them a little bit of my energy.
She just passes
I
out.
didn't know your healing powers could do stuff like that. It's like a miracle or something.
It's nothing special. You have powers too, don't you? This is just another form they can take.
Well, yeah, I guess.
None of us have used them in, like, practicality, though.
But that's about all I've got going for me. Without this power, I'd be a nobody. I just talk a big game, pretending like I'm some kind of hero. But in reality, I don't know what the hell I'm fighting for. In fact, I don't even really have a good reason to live.
A good reason to live? Good reason.
When I was a kid, I had this silly dream.
A dream?
I used to want to grow up to be a pro baseball player. Pretty stupid, huh?
He spills the beans to her first, but not me.
But I guess that's part of being a kid.
I guess, to be fair, I've never talked to him, so...
I wouldn't really know. I don't remember much from my childhood. I only remember one thing. Being surrounded by white. Everything was white.
You were grown in a lab?
I hate hospitals.
Oh. you do.
Well, this is awkward.
Sorry.
But you've been coming to see me here, so I don't mind as much this time.
Also, it's not completely white. It's got drapes and flowers.
You mean it? Then I'll come to see you every day.
Class is ended for today. Who can we hang out with now? Let's see. Maiko. So she didn't get kidnapped. Who the heck got kidnapped? Kind of curious. Some part of me... Oh. Guess I could hang out with her. Our bond won't grow. Will our bond grow? Okay, it will grow. But I am curious. Who got kidnapped? Was it the Gourmet King? Because I can afford to lose him. Yeah, I definitely had to double check. 10-3 is the time that we have to save Bunkichi. But yeah, we don't technically have to save him. You're here. Can we play together today? Pretty please. I feel like I might grow closer to Maiko. Should I spend time with Maiko? Sure. What should we do today? No clue. Are you running away from home again?
Let's go out to eat. What do you want to get?
Do your parents not feed you? Japanese food. She liked Wild Duck, right? Hamburgers.
Oh, I want a frog burger from Wild Duck.
That's a strange combination. Shouldn't it be a duck burger? It's called Wild Duck.
So, the other day, Mom and Dad, they talked to me about why they were getting divorced. It was sad. But I listened to the whole thing. Did I do good?
I mean, I feel like you did nothing wrong. That's what they should have probably done in the first place. You're a good girl. You didn't run away again.
So, Mom and Dad, they said when there's no love, it's hard to stay married.
Have you heard them talk to each other? I'm surprised they haven't killed each other yet. I think they're... No love is not the word you're looking for.
But they said not to worry, because they would love me no matter
There's
what.
nothing but pure spite between those humans.
So I told them, it's okay if they get divorced. It must be hard to live with someone you don't love.
That you just despise.
So I have to choose if I want to live with Mom or Dad. Who do you think I should pick?
I mean, yeah, I have no clue. You decide.
I don't know what to do.
Also, usually there's like a split custody thing, usually 9 times out of 10.
Oh, if I go with Mom, I might have to move somewhere far away. And then I won't be able to play with you anymore. That's no fair. I miss you too much.
Maiko seems very fond of me. I feel like we're growing closer. Social link! I feel like you should be more concerned about if one of your parents is a psycho.
I better get home. Hey, will you hold my hand on the way home?
I suppose I have to. After seeing Maiko home, I headed back to the dorm. Maiko just does... besides, who does it matter who you go with? You're barely home anyway. 9 times out of 10, you're out here. Hey. That's a great meeting. I'm glad we talked. I don't know who to hang out with. Do you know how to use the DVD player here? I thought I might as well use it once in a while. I have this compilation of some of the greatest matches between boxing legends. Watching professional techniques like this will surely help us in our own battles. Might help me gain more courage. Wanna watch it together if you have time now? I mean, I don't really need stats to improve. That's the worst part about all of this, is I don't need that. Hey, I want to use the kitchen. Are there any rules about sharing ingredients and dishes we can use? Stuff like that? I want to hear more about the kitchen rules from you. I'll return the favor. Looks like Aragaki wants to use the kitchen. Should I spend some time with Aragaki? Or are you busy? Go to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
I see.
He changed out of his coat.
So if there's leftovers, we can keep them in the fridge. But
That is what it is for.
Today. There probably won't be leftovers. Oh, I forgot to mention, but I'm making katsudon. Make sure to eat it all, no matter how it tastes.
Are you gonna poison me too? Only if it tastes good. That seems like a very fair thing to say to somebody. I'm not going to eat this out of spite.
If you don't want it, I could put the meat away. But that's a pain, so just eat it.
So long as it tastes edible.
Time to get started. The rice is already cooked, so just scoop everything into a bowl once it's ready. I like extra large portions, by the way.
Why are you telling me? You do it. I watched Aragaki cook. His skill is on par with that of a professional chef. The katsudon is done. Crunchy, flaky breaded pork, topped with half-cooked egg. I could eat this all day.
Looks like you're a fan, huh?
He's actually good at something.
Anyone can make this, as long as they practice. Today we just had the rice and toppings, but you could add side dishes too. Well, give it a try when you have time.
Exquisite katsudon.
All right. I did my part to thank you. You handle the cleanup. See you around.
That is fair. That is the way that it works. I'm being dragged into the dark hour. A child is watching me sleep.
Hi. It's been a while.
So I'm pretty sure this isn't a
3
child.
seasons have passed since we met. Time goes by so quickly. And in that time, many things change. But at the same time, some things in this world will always remain the same.
Yeah, everything's been feeling actually pretty similar.
Don't you agree?
That's true.
I see. If that's what you say, then it must be true.
That's true too.
Talking with you has stirred up certain memories. Like that tower, for one. It's been on my mind a lot lately. I wonder, will our relationship stay the same? Or will it evolve?
It depends. Are you going to kill me in my sleep?
No matter what the future holds, you and I will always be friends. That much is certain.
I don't know. It just sounds threatening when you say it. For some reason, Pharaohs is smiling sadly. I sense a stronger bond with him. Social link with death. We are speeding through death, which is concerning.
See you again.
Most people don't
But
want to
until
do
then,
that.
Good night.
This kid's gonna strangle me in my sleep one day. Hey, we can hang out with Stripey because I keep forgetting his name. There's no school today. It's almost time for the home shopping show. Can we talk? Come to the back alley. Man, I can't keep hanging out with you. I have social links. You're just picking the worst days. I mean, like, Sunday is literally the only time that I have to hang out with Akinari.
Salut.
You're getting along well with Aragaki. He's a little rough around the edges, but deep down, he's a really nice guy. Just give him a chance. I mean, he seems okay. You know, he hasn't committed any sort of heinous crime or whatnot. My only issue is that I just can't hang out with him. There's only so much time in the day, and only so many people I can talk to. Would you like to talk with me again? But only if you're so inclined, of course. I feel like I might grow closer.
Thank you.
Thanks. I suppose I had actually been waiting for you.
I'm doing better today. I know it probably looked dire last time, right? Sorry if I scared you.
Hey, you were the one that
I'd
was
been reading
like
a book before we met that day.
talking about how you're at death's door.
I guess I got so absorbed in it that I didn't realize how cold the wind was. Do you enjoy reading books?
I'd say so. No, I don't. It depends on the book. Yeah, I'd say so.
I see. That's something we have in common then.
The only thing we have in common.
Nowadays, reading books is all I do. I find that they give me a way to escape everything else. I can just get lost in the book's private world. Do you read books all the way through?
I feel like that is fair. You know, if it's like anything else, it's like if you're not enjoying the book, you should obviously, you know, stop. Like, but I would like to think overall. Of course I do.
Oh, you do? I don't like to see them end. The more engaging a story is, the more I want to get lost in it. But I'm always afraid to finish it.
That's an interesting thing. I wonder if, like, that's a common issue that people have. Just, I feel like the thing that usually happens is that you finish it, and then there's that, almost like with video games, where it's like, it was so good that you don't know what to do. Like, you're just like, man, I want more, but there's not.
Because once I finish the story, I'll have to come back to reality. This inescapable body of mine.
Yeah, but there's always another book.
Heartwarming stories filled with hope. Those are the kinds of books I like to read. They give me a little
Not the
solace
depressing ones?
when I have to come back to the real world.
Kamiki smiled weakly. Feel like our relationship is stronger now. Social link. Only 4.
It looks like the sun is already setting. Time is so ruthless. I hope we have another chance to talk.
He's just a very interesting character, though. It would be a shame if I couldn't finish his social link. I parted ways with Kamiki, then headed back to the dorm. But I am still curious of other people's favorites.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh, hello. Good news, everyone. I'm on the 2nd floor. If you'd like to go to Tartarus. I do not want to go to Tartarus. Oh no, Ken. You want to talk now? Just one thing. Whether or not I fit into your battle plan is up to you. You can remove me from the party whenever you think that's for the better. Don't worry about my feelings. The only real major issue I have, I think, is just how he fits in. One, I have not equipped him at all yet. But he is a little weaker, technically. Quote unquote. I'm sure he is very good to have around. But it does seem that, yeah, he's just a physical fighter. Which it's really difficult to have just a physical fighter when I have so many people who can, you know, like, he can do both. It's very difficult to want to swap them out. I know this is kind of coming out of nowhere, but would you like some coffee right now? Not the instant stuff, but with properly ground beans and all that. I saw someone prepare coffee on a show, and I wanted to try doing it myself. Are you sure? If you don't mind, could you maybe be my taste tester? Are you gonna... Right. Why does everyone not know what to do?
Ugh, the inside of my mouth still tastes salt. I mean, coffee's meant to be taken black, don't you think? It's the only way to experience the natural taste of the beans.
Yeah, he's just a... He's a dorky kid that's trying to act mature.
The one from Brazil is very smooth, while the Kilimanjaro one is more sour and full-bodied.
You don't even know what that means. Where's today's from? As long as it's drinkable. You know a lot. Sure. Patronize him.
I read about it in a book. I also learned how to brew it and stuff.
I mean, that's impressive, but still, like...
But it doesn't taste much different from the instant type. I wonder if the beans aren't good quality. Anyways, sorry for the sudden invite.
I only drink my coffee if it's been dripping for, like, 24 hours straight with a cold brew infusion of
But they say that drinking
stuff.
coffee can help you relax and concentrate better.
I feel like that's not true at all.
I just thought something like that might benefit us in our upcoming battles. And I figured if I could learn to make good coffee, people might find that useful.
Generally, caffeine is something that you want to avoid for relaxation.
I'll do some more research.
Some people I've heard.
I can tell there's room for improvement.
Some people I've heard get sleepy with caffeine and stuff, but like I feel like the overall consensus is caffeine is you don't want that to relax.
Sorry for asking you to help me clean up too.
Can't you do anything
Take the
here?
leftovers with you. Although you might not necessarily like it.
Okay, coffee.
Sure, I'd prefer my coffee to taste good, but I could do without all the test sips. It's not that I don't appreciate the flavor, it's just that it's not good for an elementary school kid to drink too much, so... And you seem like someone who'd appreciate a good cup of coffee, like from a cafe.
You mean
I
a
hope
better
you have another
place?
cup the next time I make some. I'll make sure it tastes better by then. Well then, good night.
And you're drinking coffee like at night too. I feel like evening coffee is one thing, but like the dead of night. I can hear people talking.
Hey there!
What is your class doing for the culture festival?
You know what?
A haunted house. I bet I'll be stuck playing the ghost. It doesn't sound too bad. You can just show up and put on the costume. I actually need to practice for a magic show. But I also heard a typhoon is on its way, and it's a big one. Are you really gonna turn up? Almost time for the culture festival. First bell has rung.
Attention, please.
We're starting a new chapter today. This one is all about Nick's tough situation. Who the what? You know, the story behind reminds me of when I first met my husband. What a wild time that was. At first, we were somewhat distant, but after spending enough time together, one day I suddenly realized that he was my better half.
Wow.
Oh, I just came up with a good question, Mr. McKigley, since our eyes met first. Who is one referring to when speaking of their better half? Their soulmate, their rival, their mentor, their soulmate.
Yes.
Yes, wonderful. Your better half is considered your soulmate, the person you are destined to be with. Someone who you never want to leave and will treasure always. I believe whoever makes you feel this way is your soulmate. Someday, if ever you meet someone who makes you feel like that, accept your feelings and your better half with open arms. Wow, look at the time. Let's get back to the lesson. I don't even know what we're talking about. I answered correctly. Everyone in the class is looking at me with respect. I'm a genius. Literally, it says so. You can't deny it. It says I'm a genius. I don't have a stat for humility, you know? Class is ended for today. He still wants to hang out. They have their social links. I might grow closer to Maiko soon. What is she at? She's like at 8, right? Yeah. She's almost done too. It is starting to suck though, because now I have to make the decision. I would like to get it over with, but I am willing to hang out with him. Just because, you know, if I know she's gonna rank up, I don't have to rush it, you know?
My bad.
Sorry for calling you up so suddenly. Got a minute? There's something I want to talk about. Should I spend the evening with Aragaki? Sure. Thanks. Shouldn't take too long.
I got a favor to ask ya. Give this to Kirijo. Preferably while you're at school.
Is it a mean letter?
I haven't suddenly decided to go back to school or anything. That's a form to extend my leave of absence. Don't make much sense to be in an extracurricular squad if I get expelled. But I'll drop it if I can stay absent from school.
Why are you giving this to me? Turn this in yourself.
You got a point there, but that'd end up being more of a pain than it's worth.
Oh.
It should be pretty easy to hand it off if you do it at school. I'll pay you back for this, so help me out, alright?
You're just a crumb bum is what you are. Have you talked to Sonata? I am against this.
This has nothing to do with him.
Yes,
Besides,
it does.
I already know what Aki would say.
You're running away from your problems. You nerd. Extension form.
Huh. I don't see you two together very often.
He's following
What
me.
are you guys doing back here in the middle of the day?
Crime.
That envelope.
He's buying me out.
I'm guessing that's not the form for returning to school. Hey, if Shinji keeps this up, you'll be his classmates next year. You and Junpei should practice addressing him casually. In fact, go ahead and boss him around a bit.
Okay.
I'd rather get expelled. I didn't finish the battle this year. I've got no reason to stay enrolled after that.
Shinji, you know exactly how concerned Mitsuru is about you. You know what this form means to her, don't you? Don't tell me you forgot your promise.
You mean you did make a promise?
Sorry. Didn't want to drag you into my problems, but still counting on you for that.
Yeah, so, I mean, again, he's just sounding like a hypocrite.
I've never seen Shinji ask someone else for help with his own problems before. He'd never say it out loud. But I think he really trusts you.
I think he's a big weenie. Not as much as you, though. Does he trust Sonata? Not as much as you, though.
I don't know. Yeah, we've known
I would
each other a
hope
long
they
time.
trust each other.
But sometimes, being too close to somebody can have its drawbacks. I'm not gonna nag Shinji about going back to school anymore. Just do what you think is best. I'll leave it to you.
Sonata didn't say much on the walk back to the dorm. I feel like my academics improved after thinking about what Aragaki's mind, on what's on Aragaki's mind. Somehow he makes me smarter. Somehow. The dog was the only one to greet me? What the?
That reminds me.
We've defeated 9 shadows. That means only 3 remain. That's fantastic. We're so close to the end. Keep up the good work.
By the way,
Koromaru says that he got a very tasty meal with Aragaki-san. He was very excited and mentioned that he'd won over his stomach. What could have happened to him? I am concerned. Oh no. He poisoned him. Let's hang out with Mitsuru. Right. If you have the time, would you care to join me for some tea again? I'd like to brew a different blend. I'd like to brew a different blend this time. It also happens to be one of my favorites. Mitsuru asked me to join her for tea. If you don't mind, I'd like you to join me for a cup. Sure, I'll have some tea.
Thank you.
Wonderful. I'll start the preparation.
It feels nice being able to pour tea for someone else like this. Oh, my apologies. I'm supposed to be the host, and yet here I am thinking about myself.
Always about yourself.
Are you having a good time?
Of course.
That's good to hear. Chamomile is known for its relaxing properties.
Now
so
that's
maybe
true.
Taking its effect on you. I was actually a bit worried that I might be putting you off. Apparently, the popular opinion is that I'm difficult to approach.
Yes.
We're running low on snacks. I'll have to ask my staff to... Actually? Oh, never mind. Here, let me pour you another cup.
She's having a roller coaster of a ride of talking. Snacks, talking about her staff. I drank herbal tea with Mitsuru as we discussed our favorite snacks.
All right, I think that's enough for now. We should start cleaning up.
We have hung out for the allotted time. Lux Night Tea.
I'd like to invite you for this again, if time allows. But for now, let's head back to our rooms.
I think that's really the only thing that weird about Mitsuru is that she's very formal in the sense that, yeah, it's like, oh, everything has to be done very, like, allotted and elegantly. I do hope that she might eventually, you know, quote-unquote, let her hair down. Yo, McKigley. Just 3 shadows left, huh? Only 3 more weeks till the next one appears. Personally, I'd rather take on all 3 at once to save us the trouble. Don't underestimate them. That is true. You're right. Every enemy we've faced has been stronger than the last, but since we've got more manpower, it seems to be easier to defeat them. Can't wait for the next full moon. That's still psychotic. Like, man, I can't wait to fight in this life or death situation. Like, usually it's like, like I'm leery, we need to prep. Class is ended for today. About Aragaki, I heard you have... Blah, blah. Have you heard anything from Aragaki about returning to school? We do have to give her the note. Hopefully, this means that Aragaki will never bother me ever again. But I doubt it. Is that I handed over the form to extend Aragaki's leave of absence? Right, I thought as much. He's certainly stubborn, I'll give him that, but this is his decision, so there's nothing more we can do. I apologize for making you run back and forth so much, but thanks to you, I think I can finally lay this matter to rest. I appreciate your help. Tell me what's going on. After everything you've done, I suppose I owe you an explanation, but not here. Let's relocate to the student council room. I assure you it won't take long. Takes
I
like
don't think I ever
half the
told
day.
you about how things were before you joined. Seas
No.
originally started off with only 3 members. Back in middle school, I invited Akihiko to join, and Aragaki followed him soon after. We had no idea what we were doing back then. We were young, inexperienced, and we had almost no intel to work off of. We could barely even make it past the entrance to Tartarus back then. Actually exploring the tower like we're doing now was nothing more than a pipe dream.
So you all sucked. Till I came around.
Even with all our shortcomings, we worked decently as a team. As peers, it was easy for us to connect, and the work was hard but fulfilling.
Can't even imagine. Wish I could have seen it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not complaining about our current circumstances. We've discovered how to eliminate the Dark Hour, and we've since grown much stronger. However, after what happened in Yakushima, and with Aragaki rejoining, it's hard not to remember the old days. Maybe I'm so concerned about re-enrolling him in school because I'm still living in the past.
Living in the past?
Yes.
Well, that's where you... There we go.
Sometime after we started working as a team, we all came to an agreement. We promised we'd all graduate together. No one left behind. Akihiko was just as reckless back then, too. Aragaki was always the one reminding him that our lives were at stake. Although his wording certainly wasn't quite so thoughtful.
What a surprise.
I know, right? I was surprised too. But Aragaki didn't used to distance himself from others like he does now. Ever since he left the team, he's acted like he's wanted to punish himself. It's almost like he just wants to waste away. I'm hoping he'll remember his promise and take a step back and look at himself. That's why I gave you the paperwork to get him back in school. That was my last hope, but I suppose it didn't work out. All right, I'll take this. I'll start on the process for extending his leave of absence.
Just rip it up. Seems like Mitsuru and Sanada were really hoping Aragaki would return to school. I should think carefully about whether to hand this over or not.
What's the matter?
I mean, if I don't hand it over... I mean... I'm assuming that's basically trying to force his hand. Wait a minute.
Oh, sure. What's wrong, though? Is it missing a page? I'll let you handle
Yeah.
it. Make sure to let Aragaki know as well.
I'm gonna be the one to push him. I took the leave of absence extension form and left the school council room. Maybe I should look for Aragaki and get him to reconsider. Maybe I should bully Aragaki. I feel like one of the best ways to do that would have been literally to boss him around. It's like, well, if you're extending your leave, I mean, we're going to be classmates. Is he around, though? Nope. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to wait for a certain time. Which is a shame. Unless... Oh, that's the, that's Koro. I guess we'll hang out with her. Oh, our bond won't grow. Well, I'll do it anyway. Clearly, I have to give him this note back, and I can't do that yet. So, I'll hang out with her, and hopefully this will... Yeah, it'll grow. So next time, we'll be done. And I can still wait for Aragaki.
Welcome back.
How was your day? I heard that Chidori-san is starting to open up a little. But it seems that she's still uncomfortable about talking about personas. It might take some time before she's ready. That's fine. We still have 3 shadows to worry about, so let's focus on that. They'll be sorry they ever set foot into this world. They don't have feet, from what I've seen. Most of them, yeah.
Honestly.
They're just kind of blobs. Typhoon threatens to cancel the festival. It's a shame. As student council president, I have invested a lot of time into organizing it. I hope we're still able to hold the festival, but suppose all we can do is trust in Providence. You there, dork. I bought too much. Guess I'll freeze him. What are you standing around for? Aragaki's cooking skills are on par with that of a professional chef. If I get Aragaki to teach me, I might be able to make some delicious food. What do you want? Teach me to cook.
What?
Why should I? Don't think I'll go easy on you. Just starts hitting me with a frying pan.
Done again. Don't give me that look. We got a lot of pork because it was cheap. Part of me thinks starting with fried food might be hard, but the basics are pretty much the same.
If you say
You're a
so.
oddball, you know that? Asking me to teach you how to cook. Why do you want to learn so much?
I care about my health. I just felt like it. I want to be popular. Just felt like it. I feel like...
You don't really think things through, do you? Well, whatever. It can't hurt to know. I was taught how to cook by someone else too, so...
It's usually how you learn how to cook.
I can... Alright, that's enough rambling. Let's get started. You're gonna do it this time. So first, get the meat ready.
But I'm gonna burn it. Because apparently I'm bad at this.
Stick a chopstick in the oil and check for little bubbles. Wait, you're putting on too much heat. The meat ain't gonna taste good if it's too tough.
You're gonna ruin this.
Pretty good job, considering it was your first try. You still got room for improvement.
Just start Chef Ramsaying me.
Especially in the way you handle the knife and fryer. But if you're serious about it, then just practice.
Exquisite Katsudan.
Alright, let's clean up. You ain't done cooking until everything's put away, so don't slack off.
Cleaning is a part of cooking. The 16th. I can hear people talking.
Hey, dude!
Hey, did you hear? Yukari Takaba is gonna wear a maid dress for the culture festival.
Seriously?
Wait, seriously? Is this a blessing from heaven?
Actually...
The archery team is doing a maid cafe and she drew the short straw. Archie's got, she's not stoked about it, so we gotta go support her, right? Yukari seems to be the talk of the town. Seems like she's going to dress up as a maid for the culture festival. The first bell has rung. Now can I talk to him? Class has ended for today. Did you give my leave of absence to Kirijo? No, instead I'm going to ridicule you. I'm going to bully you. So what do you want? Found Aragaki. Should I talk to Aragaki and return the leave of absence renewal form?
Huh?
You want to talk to me about something? Let's go somewhere else. You hungry? You can't buy me off.
So, are you still carrying that thing around?
Couldn't hand it over. You need to rethink this.
Looks like you're not just playing errand boy this time.
Not anymore.
Sorry, but I'm not going back to school.
I'll fight you.
Since it's you, I guess I'll say it. I ain't gonna live much longer. I'm getting by on meds right now, but that won't last forever.
Is there anything we can do?
This is probably the part where I ask God for a miracle, but that's never worked for me. This is my body we're talking about. I know it better than anyone, and I know there's nothing I can do.
Wait, so you're telling me that you don't even know? You're just going off of, like, vibes?
Here you go. 2 specials.
Eat up. The noodles are getting soggy. I know it seems like I wasted your time, but it's the good memories that stay with you and get people through their struggles. But it's also the mistakes you made that haunt you forever. And gotta use what time I have left to set things straight. I don't have the luxury of doing anything else.
Why would you even bother with a leave of absence then? Don't forget your promise.
Damn. You really don't mince your words, do you?
I'm gonna bully you into submission.
But you know, that ain't so bad. It's way more refreshing than having someone keep quiet because they're scared of hurting my feelings.
Which is weird because literally every single one has been yelling at you. Like
That's gotta be why they depend on you so much. Aki and Kirijo are fighting with way more confidence than they had 2 years ago. Yeah, you're just something special. But look, if you got time to waste on me, then go spend it on someone else, like Amada. He's still just a kid. He's way in over his head. I'm still gonna do whatever I can to help. But after that, I'm counting on you. I'll hold on to this, yeah. I should have been the one to hand it in. Sorry I put that on you.
Also, you could probably inform them.
You can head on outside. I'm paying today.
And he just leaves. He's not gonna pay at all.
Thanks. Money's on the counter.
Thanks. Come again.
What if the money wasn't on the counter? Because he technically... I didn't see anything, so maybe he did dine and dash. Aragaki and I quietly headed back to the dorm. I feel like Aragaki's trust in me has given me courage. And a sense of doom.
Oh, welcome back.
Is it just my imagination, or have the lost been proliferating more quickly than usual lately? There are over 2 weeks until the next full moon, so why? Suppose we should just focus on what we can accomplish right now. We'll deal with this next shadow swiftly and efficiently. If you say so. Taking your word for it. The number of the lost surges every full moon. It's relentlessly unceasing. I hope it will discover some breakthrough by climbing Tartarus. I feel like you're trying to bully me now. Have you been able to talk to him? I would really appreciate it if you did. It seems like he's holed up in his room again today. I'm counting on you. Apparently I'm talking to Amada. What the heck are you doing in there? Sounds like he's doing something in his room. Crime. Should I spend the evening with Amada? Who's there? He's building a Gundam.
Senpai?
What if that is the... Maybe that's the case. He's just wanting to be a kid alone. Like, he's just trying to, like, actually enjoy stuff. Like, playing, you know? Am I interrupting something? I was asked to check in on you. I heard some noise. Am I interrupting something?
Oh, I was just cleaning my room. Sorry, was it too loud?
Yes.
Okay then. Good night.
Spill the beans. Or I will kick the door in.
Senpai? Actually, there's something I'd like to talk about. Will you come in?
Sure. That's a hamster. What's the big deal?
Sorry it's so messy in here. This won't take long. I actually have a favor to ask of you.
Don't tell me to take care of the hamster.
You see, I have a pet hamster. I got him when I was living with my mom, and he's been with me ever since. So I decided to bring him here.
Is he a Persona user?
For some reason, I don't make it back here in the future, and this little guy will be all alone. So, could you help look after him if that happens?
Why are you planning your death? That won't happen. That might be difficult. Why me? That won't happen.
Of course. I have you guys with me, so I won't go down easily. But you never know. It was the same with my mom. Everything happened so suddenly. So please, I can even provide a little something as thanks. I'll give you all my allowance, and the rest of my New Year's money. And I'll give you all the comics here, plus whatever else you want.
You're buying me off to... hypothetically speaking. Yeah, hypothetically speaking.
Okay, that works for me. Well, aren't you the lucky one? But when that happens, you better listen to him, okay?
What's his name?
His name...
You don't have a...
Hamburger.
You named him Hamburger? Sounds delicious. Is that your favorite food? That's a good name. Is that your favorite food? I feel like that's a fair question.
My favorite would be omelet rice, but hamburgers are a close second. The night he came home with me, we had hamburgers for dinner, so that's why. Anyways, thank you so much. That's a big relief. There's not much time left now. Sorry again for the disturbance.
Are you a ticking clock as well?
To everyone else for me? It's getting late, so I'm going to bed soon. Actually, can I ask you one more thing? Everyone in this dorm is so kind. They always come up to me for a casual chat, and they treat me like a normal person.
Shocking.
Sure, there were plenty of adults who showed concern for me, but I feel like the people here are a little different. And you came to check in on me again today.
I was told to do so.
But why? Why does everyone here care about what happens to me?
Because we're a team. No particular reason.
A team? I only just joined. But you already think of me as one of your own?
I mean, wouldn't that be a logical thing to think?
I guess that was a weird question, wasn't it? Sorry.
Like,
Don't
even
mind
someone new to a team is still part of a team.
But maybe I should have asked sooner. I don't know if I'll be able to fully repay you for your kindness, but I'll do my best. Okay then. Good night.
Your hamster, by the way, is looking a little stiff. He's just been running non-stop on that wheel.
Senpai! I'm really glad you came. Thank you. And I'm sorry. I won't let you down.
I left the silent hallway and returned to my room. I feel like my courage has improved after accepting Amada's desperate request. Even though I feel like other party members would die first before he would. Like Junpei. Junpei feels like the kind of guy that would die first. I can hear people talking.
Hey.
I heard there's a nasty typhoon on the way. You think we'll still have the culture festival Saturday? Nah, I don't think so. The way they're talking, the typhoon's gonna be way too destructive.
Huh?
You seriously think it's gonna be canceled? Man, after all that work we put in preparing for it? The first bell has rung. I wonder if it'll actually disrupt stuff. Class is ended for today. Yukari here. It seems like I can finish off Chihiro's social link, which I really appreciate. Are you gonna go home now? Did you know that the student council has a street fundraiser every year? I'm actually gonna go start prepping for it by making some flyers. If you're free, do you think you could help me out? I feel like I might grow closer to Chihiro. Should I spend time? Sure. There's no meeting today, so let's go ahead and use the student council room.
Thank you. you for taking the time to help me. Did you know that if you want a space to do street fundraising, you have to send the application 2 months in advance?
That sounds about
I wonder
right.
if this is going to be enough flyers.
Were you forced into this? Looks tough.
Yes, it is. But this is what I signed up for. The student council president mentioned the street fundraiser before, and now that it's almost here, I asked to be in charge of it. Ever since that business with Mr. Takenozuka got resolved, I felt more confident. Or maybe proactive is the better word. I can even talk to the boys in my class now, too. Well, a little. Anyways,
I just start shouting at everyone.
it's just the beginning. From now on, I'm not going to be afraid of trying new things. Oh, but, I'd appreciate it if you could still help me every now and then, just like today.
I believe in you, Chihiro.
Yes, thank you.
But still, I want your help.
That reminds me. Do you remember that illustration collection I found at the bookstore? Apparently, someone ended up buying it. I checked the other day and it wasn't there anymore. But for some reason, I'm not sad about it.
I don't care
As long as whoever
anymore.
bought it is happy, then I'm happy too. I'd like you to have this.
What could
It's
it
a
be?
collection of manga short stories by the same artist. I bought it a long time ago, and I read it so many times that I've practically memorized it. I'd like this book to be read by all sorts of people too. Just like that illustration collection. I'm sure that's much better than me just keeping it for myself. Could I ask that
I mean, if you really enjoy it,
of those many readers?
I'll take it. It's so small, it fits in my pocket. Jojo manga.
When you finish reading it, please pass it on to someone else. Maybe it would be a good idea to hand it off at the bookstore. It's not in print anymore, so
Well,
you'll never see
Bukichi has
it in
been
new
kidnapped,
releases.
so the bookstore is a little under, construction.
Thank you. I'm so lucky to have met you. That book couldn't be in better hands.
Social link maxed out. Justice is fully here. It kind of makes sense that she's Justice, I suppose. She did find Justice. The Justice social link reached its maximum. You can now fuse Melchizedek, the Hand of Justice.
There she is! Fushimi-san!
Are we interrupting?
Yes.
No, not at all. Did you need something?
Well, the student council led a street fundraiser a while back, and they asked for regular students to participate. We were curious about maybe learning more. Did you have any information on that?
Of course. I can help with that. Oh, thank you again for helping me today, Senpai. I'm sorry I ended up taking so much of your time. I'll handle the
It's
rest
normal.
by myself.
Are you sure?
I can do this.
That's
on my
when she
own.
gets super
It's
aggressive
just a
with
little
me.
bit of talking.
I literally just said I got this.
If the timing is convenient though, let's walk home together again sometime. Okay, go ahead and fill out your name and class on this form. Now, as far as what you should expect on the day of...
After helping Chihiro, I headed back to the dorm. Which I helped her discussing with the guy in 4. Gekukan and all of this was in Persona 4. And yeah, I'm the reason she was able to talk to the main character. I hope. I sure hope. I mean, yeah. Come to think of it, the crops I planted on the rooftop should be ready to harvest by now. Maybe I should check on them. Do I need to talk to you to do that? Looks like the produce can be harvested. Should I plant something? No. Never. No more. I can't. I don't quite know. I suppose we'll brush Koromaru. We will brush him. Actually, what I should have done is Tartarus. Oromaru looks to be very relaxed. His fur is starting to look really soft and shiny. Oromaru looks very proud of his shiny coat. Coat is looks beautiful. Let's make it even shinier. I'm gonna like buff you out, you know? Oromaru has gotten even more comfortable. Mad Bull. He got me a freaking Red Bull. He's giving me an energy drink. Started, maybe I'll brush his coat again. I was hoping I would hear more about Junpei. But he seems incredibly busy. I can hear people talking.
Hey there.
Hey, did you go to the film festival during summer vacation? Oh, the one at the Port Island movie theater. Yeah, I watched a bunch of things. I heard that they're gonna have it again next week for just one day. Wanna go?
Nah.
On the 23rd, right? I'll pass on this one. Forgot that the theme this time was, but I remember it was all kitty. Looks like there's going to be a one-day film festival next week on September 23rd. Maybe I should invite someone to come with me. Last time, nobody wanted to go besides Junpei and Sonata. First bell has rung. We'll go with Aragaki. Class has ended for today. The clouds look ominous. I should head back to the dorm. I'm gonna get freaking blown away.
This is the first time we've met during the day.
And you're still
Let's
armed.
have a chat while the opportunity presents itself.
What about the typhoon?
That doesn't concern me. Now, let's be off.
I mean, generally, horrible weather does concern everyone. You know, being killed by the weather. Also, you took me to a back alley.
My group has caused you some trouble. Is she in good health? It must be difficult looking after her. After all, you likely can't rein her in for very long. Or could it be you've already killed her?
Yeah, now he's fishing for the answer. We don't kill people.
So you're keeping her alive. Then I take it you've had to use the suppressants, as I'd expect from Kirijo's resourcefulness. And you now have someone with first-hand experience among your number as well. If you already know about the suppressants,
I mean, yeah.
That simplifies things.
That's just what he wanted to know.
Imagine it. A persona user murdered by their other half. Such is the fate of a persona that has gone berserk. As you have already seen for yourself. This power of ours is not meant to be wielded by just anyone. That holds true even for those who were awakened by force. It comes at a great cost, and we can only harness it by walking the line between life and death. This power makes us who we are. And yet, you hold the ability to wield so many. The Dark
I'm
Hour
just
has
better.
graced you with its favor, almost unjustly so from our perspective.
Shouldn't that be a sign?
Now, I ask you, don't you think it'd be a shame for you to lose such a special power?
It's for my friends. It's for the sake of the world.
You stubbornly cling to that sentiment. Do you have no intention of understanding anything?
Nope.
Choosing to turn a blind eye towards your own power, to the grief of the fallen, the unchosen, the unloved. Such apathy, such insolence. You trample upon everything we stand for, and worst of all, your rejection of mine.
Your what? Your love?
You tread upon your gifts like dirt, and in doing so, reveal your own arrogance. It disgusts me. I see now that nothing will change your mind. If our beliefs are at odds with each other, and neither side is willing to concede, then a battle is unavoidable.
It does seem like that. Gasp! I don't know why that would surprise me.
Our final confrontation will come in our own time.
I guess maybe he was threatening to shoot me. He does have a gun. He could just end this right now.
Blessed with a power greater than any other, and yet you don't see its true value. Such a shame.
And then I just go back to the dorm as if nothing ever happened. I'm drenched from the rain. My whole body is shivering.
Huh. Didn't quite make it, huh?
Oh. We're all here.
According to the news, a typhoon just hit. Apparently, it's the biggest one on record. It's moving slowly too, so it'll be gloomy for a while.
Yeah, thanks to that, the school festival got canned. Well, less work for us in the end, I guess. Still sucks that we'll be stuck indoors for vacation, though. So, what you gonna do over break?
I made plans?
Oh yeah? You always seem to keep busy, huh? What about you, Fuka?
I mean, that is true.
Me? The only thing I plan to do is go to the movies.
Ooh,
During
movie?
a typhoon?
You have a date?
It's not like that. I'm going with Natsuki-chan. We actually talk about movies all the time. But with this typhoon, I don't know if we'll make it.
How about you, Yucatan? Still gonna have practice?
I don't know.
I feel like that'd be very hard to do.
Outside, so it's most likely canceled until the storm blows over.
Same here. This stupid typhoon is gonna mess up my training.
What about Tartarus?
You gotta be booked, right, Kirijo-senpai?
I'm not sure yet. Why are you so curious about our business, Iori?
Yes.
Oh, me? Well, I'd be happy to tell you about my plans.
I
I
see.
suspect that you will be visiting Chidori-san. Although she is in stable condition now, we still can't release her.
You are predictable.
Man, you must be psychic. And you know what? She even told me she wants me to come. Oh, man. I can't believe she said that. So I figured I should probably check up on her. You know, with the storm and all.
Mm-hmm.
What's with him? Why is he all excited?
Well...
He thinks this is a
You
date.
don't know either, huh?
Oh, Amada-kun, what are your plans during the break?
Oh, I'm not really doing anything in particular.
Come on, you gotta be doing something.
Oh, I'll probably go visit the shrine.
Not getting blown away by a typhoon.
Dude, you're a kid, not an old man.
I always go to pray, though. I guess you could say I have a wish I want granted. Anyway, I'm going back to my room.
Nobody asked
Got a lot of homework to
Aragaki.
do.
Oh, okay. Just holler if you get stuck, yeah?
And then they all grunt. I feel a bit under the weather. Maybe I should head to bed early tonight. Maybe. Can I go to Tartarus? Nope. How dare?
Yeah.
How dare they? I wanted to go to Tartarus. Instead, I'm going to bed because I'm dying. I don't think I can stay awake any longer. I've been poisoned repeatedly by all their cooking. And summoned to the Velvet Room.
For you. It's been quite some time since I last summoned you in your dreams. Several seasons have come and gone since I first offered you my assistance. Now then, your persona ability.
Are you going to
using them wisely?
give me more cool powers? Of course. I would like to think.
To be direct, I sense a great catastrophe in your future. But it would be a pity to lose one with such potential as yourself. Therefore, please allow me to provide you with a new form of assistance. I will unlock Further secrets of fusion previously unrevealed to you. I am certain that you will find this to be of great benefit.
I sure hope so. New combinations have been added to Special Fusion.
But for now, you must be tired. Please, rest easy.
I'm dying.
Until we meet again. Farewell.
Death is at my door. Whoa. I skipped a few days. Seem to have slept for a long time. It appears the typhoon has passed, though through the window the sky looks clear. I feel refreshed. Today is respect of the aged day. The holiday lasts until the 23rd. So long as I get my chance to go to the frickin' Tartarus shrine, girl shrine. There's no way that we're gonna rank her up, right? Oh, never mind. We will hang out with her. I've been waiting for you. Can we play now? I feel like I might grow closer with Maiko. We have to finish her thing off, you know?
Hey, I know. Let's get some takoyaki.
Oh, this kid thinks about his food. Hamburgers and takoyaki.
I think I know now. I'm gonna go with Mom. She can't cook or clean or do anything on her own. So I'm gonna be there to help her. I think Dad's gonna be okay by himself. He can get along fine without me.
That's also the normal thing that happens, I think, mostly with divorces.
Mom and I are gonna move away soon. Hey, even if I'm gone, we'll still be friends, right?
I might forget about you. That's such a crazy thing. I might forget about you. Friends forever.
Friends forever. Ever and ever, okay?
There's just a slight obligation.
You can't forget about me. Never, ever. Okay?
Oh, jeez. Maiko seems very fond of me. I feel like we're growing closer. Social link! All the way to 9. Almost done.
I gotta get ready to move. So I have to go home now. See you later.
And then I never talked to her again. After saying goodbye to Maiko, I headed back to the dorm.
Oh, welcome back.
Is today a good Tartarus day? Yes. Okay, so I think that's a good place to stop because I still gotta save somebody. I gotta go through a bunch of floors of Tartarus. It just seems overall the best thing to do. So yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, do your thing down below. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Let me know about the social links that you do. You know, the team party kind of situation that you have. Is Aragaki one that you have? For me, him being just physical is rough. Because, like, I feel like that takes out a huge chunk. And then you have to carry that weight of being the electrical or the ice and fire and, you know. But who knows? Let me know down below what you think. And I will see you all in the next video. See you then.